Glad to have you with us from Dallas, Texas at Gerald J. Ford Stadium as a couple of teams square off in the Serve Pro First Responders Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Ragin Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Line gets set, first down. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. He'll set up to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, nice job by this defense stringing it out towards the sideline. And when I do that, man, all my body's got to rally to the football. We got to run to the football really, really hard from inside out. Nice job by the defense getting to the quarterback, making the play.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
You missed the 52-yard field goal, come up empty on the drive, and now momentum sort of swings to the offense as they'll snap it from the 35. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Memphis wants to move quickly. Quick completion to the right. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Louisiana has it back, and the Ragin Cajun offense headed to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Off play action. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Going up top on first down. He finds his man. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Now on the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run game coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball is intercepted. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll leave it with the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Memphis picking up the tempo. Defense in press coverage. Pocket starts to collapse. Fires to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. And this guy stood in the pocket, and he took one right in the kisser and still delivered the ball.
Showed you his toughness there, Reese, didn't he? And he still had to be accurate with that throw because that was man coverage. You really had to do a good job making sure that football was put on his target.
Using the quick game. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. Try to get him going now.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete on the right side. All kinds of running room. A gargantuan play by this offense, and the defense reeling as we come to the end of the first quarter.
Memphis 7, Louisiana 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Wide out in motion. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play.
Touchdown, Cajuns! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. A 1st down for the offense. The back goes in motion. Off play action on 1st down. He makes the connection. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, and those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a man on the left. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He's going to pass on second down. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Memphis wants to move quickly.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. Unleashes one deep. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Memphis hoping to take advantage of this red zone trip. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the play fake. Steps away. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Shadow of the goalpost looming. 1st and 10 from their own 1, just looking for breathing room. Trying to get the corner. At the 15, he's loose. Oh, look out. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Louisiana! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Dude, 99 yards on 1 carry. He almost broke the 100-yard mark on 1 stinking carry. Nice job. You can see the speed. Nobody can catch him. What a big run.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, Wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
It's a fake. And the incompletion is an open invitation to the special teams unit to come onto the field. And they caught the return team hitting the snooze button, and they pick up the 1st down.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap it to the up back, complete the pass.
Memphis picking up the tempo. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He'll try to do it himself. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Memphis.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week. And so if they're not able to get back deep enough, they get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Gets it out quickly. Oh, he gave him the dead leg. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Pena. At the 35, he's loose. Hit the afterburners, kid. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ragin Cajun.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. They'll run play action. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
On the play.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The give on the inside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking for space. It's long. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They've been running it, but now the pass. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Makes the grab on the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll throw it on first down. They stripped it out. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Never a doubt. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ragin Cajuns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing, they're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one.
Can anyone catch him? Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
After the misfire, it's second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Memphis! And that one will give them the lead.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Louisiana has it back, and the Ragin Cajun offense headed to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pena. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the pass hits, picked off. Got some room to run. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Motion from the offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Ragin Cajuns will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get.
Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Tigers! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Just about set to kick it away.
Memphis 31, Louisiana 21.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense. The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He looks that one in nicely. At the 35, he's open. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Memphis wants to move quickly.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. On second down, looking to throw. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Running to the left. And the ball's on the ground. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
The one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Reels it in down the left side. Got a lot of running room. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Nice play by the offense. But listen, defensively, I gave up the big play. It's over. Short memory. Now I got to bow my neck, make a stop on this goal line stand here.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cajuns.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. And the timing just a hair off. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Running back goes in motion. third down play from the gun. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. The Tigers are marching down the field.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's going to run it. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the 1st down with your feet can be.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
Fires to the right. Complete downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He caught it. On 1st and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. Trying to bully their way in. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Brings up 2nd and goal. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Memphis 31, Louisiana 28.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Louisiana has it back, and the Ragin' Cajun offense headed to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Ragin' Cajuns headed quickly to the line. Quick release on the RPO. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. But this is just the type of field position this offense wants. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The Tigers have pushed it inside the 20. Off the play fake on 1st down. Just threw that one way too far.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they will score. Touchdown, Tiger.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. They're testing the right side here. Pulled down for the tackle.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's got it and they convert. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Raging Cajuns will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires left. It's caught downfield. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
He'll pull it down. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, and keep this drive rolling.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. He's looking to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback checking the play. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. All the way down to the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Ragin Cajuns are in the hurry-up. Now from inside the red zone. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. He's got 67 yards rushing, and what a season he's putting together, well on his way to a 1,500-yard campaign. They'll give it to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Scrambling away. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back during the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. Listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He's there to make the stop, and the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. Smashes through. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. He built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Trying play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make...
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.